I do eat rice, and I don't think rice is unhealthy, neither is rice fattening. Beautiful person watching this video, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing this face, hello and a very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for watching. My name is Bernadette and you can call me Bena, and on this channel I share healthy recipes and tips for eating and staying healthy. If this is something that you're interested in, please go ahead and subscribe so you can join the Healthy with Bena family, so we can continue to grow together and inspire and motivate each other. And to you all my returning subscribers, thank you all for the love and for all the support. So today, guys, I'm going to be talking about something that I get asked a lot. And this question is, do you eat rice? And if you do eat rice, do you eat white rice or brown rice? Now, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear about rice? For me, personally, in the past, when someone told me about rice, the first thing that came to mind was weight gain or unhealthy. What about you? Now, did you know that more than half of the world's population eat rice, and that a majority of East Asians eat rice on a daily basis? And if rice was fattening, have you ever asked yourself, why are a majority of East Asians thin? So because of all these questions, I thought it wise to dig deep myself, some facts about rice and how you can eat rice in a healthy way. So this video is going to be on two folds. The first part of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you all some common facts about brown rice versus white rice. And the second part of this video, I'm going to share how you can eat rice in a healthy way without necessarily gaining weight. This is something that I've been doing, guys, for the past couple of years. It has worked for me, and I think it will work for you too. Now, before we go any further, I just want to say that I am not here to give any medical advice. If you have any medical condition, please seek your doctor's advice, your nutritionist, or your dietitian. I am in no way giving any medical advice. I'm only sharing my experience, my curiosity that led me to find out more about rice, and my journey with my healthy lives. Guys, let's start by looking at some common facts between white rice and brown rice. Look, let's start with the first point, the glycemic index. The GI of a food simply determines how fast or how quicker that food can raise your blood sugar level after an overnight fast. Now, chances are you are not going to, first thing in the morning, be eating a huge bowl of rice on its own. It's determined based on eating that particular food in isolation, and chances are you are not going to eat a bowl of rice first thing in the morning. So please make sure you hold this fact as we go along. The second point is the fiber and the protein content. Let's take a look at this. As you can see, brown rice has a higher fiber and protein content compared to white rice. There is no argument about that. And now the question is, why would I pick white rice from brown rice? So there's not a significant difference between the protein and fiber content, but brown rice definitely has higher protein and fiber content compared to white rice. Now, chances again are you're not going to be eating white rice or brown rice on its own, right? You're definitely going to be eating it with some protein, say your fish, your chicken, your beef, or you're going to be eating it with some vegetables. So that point again, let's hold it as we move along. The third point is going to be the digestibility. Now look at brown rice as walnut, eaten with its shelf, versus white rice, walnut, where the shelf has been removed. Now, yes, the shelf of a walnut has some nutrients, but it is going to be very hard on your stomach to digest that shelf. I struggle with digestion issues in the past, and I remember I shared this, and so I am always very careful about foods that are going to slow my digestion, because the truth is, if you use up your energy to really digest, at the end of it you find yourself really tired or really moody after eating a meal. And so that's the problem that I have with. So white rice tends to be easier to digest compared to brown rice. The next point is going to be the nutritional content. Let's take a look again at this picture. There is no denying the fact that brown rice has a higher nutritional value compared to white rice, as you can see from this picture. But nowadays, guys, in today's world, you are able to opt for enriched rice, meaning that you can buy your white rice with some of the nutrients that were lost during the refinement process added back into it. So it is possible to get refined rice with some of the lost nutrients added back into it. And also worth noting is the fact that these differences in fiber, protein, and nutritional content is not that much of a difference unless you're really going to be consuming a huge portion of brown rice to be able to have a significant amount of fiber or protein or the other nutrients that we see. So guys, remember in the beginning I mentioned that this video is going to be in twofold. So we already looked at some common facts about brown versus white rice. Now let's move to the second part of this video. How can you eat your rice in a healthy way to prevent you from gaining weight? Now the first point I'm going to talk about is going to be your portion size. Guys, I believe I've talked about this. Sustainable weight loss, it's all about moderation and balance. Now, if you are going to be eating huge bowls of rice, trust me, you will gain weight. But if you learn to practice portion control and eat in a balanced way, you will be good with majority of foods that you eat. Now, in my previous video I shared some tips that have helped me throughout my healthy journey. And one of them, I talked about planting and growing good habits, healthy habits that will last longer. And when you look at portion control, that applies. If you train your body to be able to eat a small bowl of rice in one serving, you will be just fine. The second point is going to be about balance. Now I talked about moderation under portion control. I'm going to talk about balance on the next point. How do you eat your rice? I'm going to share with you two pictures of my typical rice, how my plate looks like before. As you can see from this picture, guys, I always try to eat my rice. At least, it can never be all the time, but always try to eat my rice with my veggies and my protein. And that's the same concept, that's the same idea I'm trying to encourage you all to do. Now, when you eat your rice, alongside your protein, it can be your chicken, your fish, or your beef, and your vegetables. Now you realize that the protein or the fiber that's in brown rice is minimized, right? Because you're getting it from other sources. That's why I said that chances are you're not going to be eating a bowl of white or brown rice on its own. You're definitely going to be pairing it with it, and majority of the time it's going to be with a protein or a veggie sauce. That is going to be the balance, and it's going to be very gentle on your stomach. It's going to aid with your digestive system, and it will prevent you from gaining weight. It will help you stay full longer because your fiber from the vegetables and your protein helps you together with the rice to keep you full longer, and it won't really help spike that blood sugar really quickly compared to if you were to eat a bowl of rice on its own without any of those. Now, the third point is that, guys, I do substitute my rice with other forms of rice. If you watch some of my videos, I have shared previously my cauliflower fried rice recipe. And on another video, I also shared how I had my broiled salmon with quinoa. Now, those are other options to your traditional rice that you can also enjoy in another way. Now, eating healthy isn't only about eating one food over and over. The idea here for me is that I try to eat a variety of foods, because take for instance fruits and vegetables. Each color of the fruit and the vegetables, they all have their own unique nutrients in them. And so the more you eat, like the more variety you eat, the better for your health. That's the same idea with me. Depending on where I am or how I am feeling, some days days. I want to do my cauliflower rice some days. I want to do my quinoa. It just depends on how I do it, but I do try to substitute my rice with other forms of rice. So the last point, guys, has to do with your method of cooking. When it comes to cooking your rice, how you cook it matters. Choosing to boil your rice plain versus flavoring it. If you want to flavor your rice, you want to be mindful about the amount of flavoring. Say you're using butter, you're using oil or ghee, you want to be mindful of what goes in and the amount of oil, for example, that you're putting in your rice, because that can significantly increase the amount of calories, and you want to be mindful how much you eat your flavored rice. Same goes with a piece of chicken breast. It is a healthy food, but if you deep fry that same chicken breast, it is going to add significant amount of calories to that food. So how you cook your food matters. And from my recipes that I've been sharing, you can see, especially when it comes to oil, you want to reduce the amount of fried foods generally that you eat. Now, even if you're going to eat something fried because there's no other method of preparing that food, you want to limit the consumption, because if you eat them frequently alongside rice, you're going to think that rice is making you fat, whereas it is rice in combination of the other foods that you eat. So once again, your method of cooking matters a lot when it comes to rice and other foods that you eat, especially if you are on a weight loss journey or a healthy lifestyle. So guys, my question to you is, which rice do you prefer? Now, when it comes to the nutritional value, there is no argument that brown rice is definitely has more nutritional value compared to white rice. If you are looking at the price, I would say white rice, because white rice is cheaper and it is readily available. Sorry, if you want to look in terms of weight loss, to me it is irrelevant, because it all comes down to your overall diet and your lifestyle. You cannot say that rice on its own is going to be the cause of you gaining weight. Rather, it's going to be an overall what you eat in a day. For example, if you know that you're going to be having rice for lunch or dinner, maybe you want to skip another source of carbohydrates, starchy carbs that you're having in that same meal. That way you don't have too much starchy carbs packed in one meal at the same time. If you plan your meals, you're going to eat your rice even on a daily basis without about gaining weight. Now, when it comes to me personally, I do enjoy my white rice. Why? Because the main reason is the digestibility. White rice is very gentle on my stomach. It's very easy for someone like me that struggled with digestive issues in the past. And also, I do substitute my rice with other forms of rice, as well as I make sure that my meals are always balanced and I do it in moderation. I hope that this video inspired you, and if you are a rice lover, please let me know in the comment section. Just do #rice-lover. Let me know which rice you love. Do you eat white or brown rice, and why? Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And if you liked it, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, hit that notification bell, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Until I see you in my next video, please continue to drink lots of water, stay hydrated, be well, be safe, and bye.